action.
All right, good morning, class. Today we're going to do common and natural logs. All right, I'm going to start with two of the definitions as I always give you guys. All right, common log. Okay, a common log is with a base of 10 and is written log x with the base 10 implied. Okay? So obviously, guys, with the word implied, we're talking about invisible. All right? So the 10 is invisible. So for example, log 10 5x, there is, or actually what we give it to you guys is y equals log 5x, 10 to 5x. There's no need for the 10. We just write log 5x. Okay? So there is no need to write the 10. The 10 is invisible. All right? So some of the questions when we're evaluating logs, you'll see that you'll have to put the 10 because it's invisible. All right. Secondly, we have a natural log. All right? A natural log, okay, this is with a base of e. All right? Base of e and is written ln x. Whoa! It's all right, guys. You knew that was going to happen with me. All right, so ln x and with the e being invisible. All right, so now we have the e's invisible. So, for example, we can say ln e to the 5x. All right, y equals ln e. For the 5x, there is no need for the e. We just say ln 5x. All right, so we know once again that e is invisible, just like the 10 is invisible. When it's not there, you might have to put it when you're evaluating a question. Other than that, there's no need for it. All right, so those two definitions, very, very important as we move on. Okay? Okay. Now, secondly, all right, just a little bit more about the letter E that we're going to incorporate later on, probably about 3-4 lessons from now. E is like pi, which we all know pi, that never ends. All right? And as you guys know, pi is what? 3.14, blah, 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 blah. All right? Well, E, all right, is approximately, all right, 2.72, dot, 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 and it just keeps going. All right? So you're going to learn more about the E and the ln later on, probably in about 3 to 4, maybe 5 lessons from now. Okay? So when we are evaluating logs like we did last week before this beautiful corona, we were taught that when we evaluate, for example, okay, example 1, I told you to evaluate log 2 to the 8, all right? So what was the first thing we did when we did log 2 to the 8? We put a y, right? So we needed a y. Y equals log 2 to the 8. Once you add log 2 to the 8, I forced you guys, and I know you guys complained, but trust me, it was good for you. I made you write the general, y equals log b to the x, and then I made you write x equals by when we're converting. Whenever we convert to an exponential, I made you do this because so you can set and don't screw up the b, the x, and the y. All right? Once you convert, then it's easy. Obviously, like I used to say, unless you're blind, you can't see, then obviously you know it's 8 equals 2 to the y. And what do? We got the same base, so we have to get 8 to the base of 2. Obviously, you have to work with your exponents, and that was 2 to the third to the 2 to the y. And obviously, with the rule, b to the m equals b to the n, the b's cancel. We got cancel that, and we had y equals 3. All right, that's what we did. Now, with the new thing I just taught you, what did I say? I said the 10 is invisible. So with an example 2, real fast, if I said to you, solve log 100, all right? And some of you would be looking at that and say, well, Mr. Mastella, I can't solve that. Well, obviously you can't solve that unless you put what? What's invisible? It's the 10. So we're going to write the 10 in there. So you are going to write the 10 in there, and now it looks like what? The general formula we give you, which is y equals log b to the x. You convert it to x equals b to the y, and now let's just go. 100 equals 10 to the y, and now we got to get 100 to the base of 10, which we know we could, which is 10 squared y, and your y's cancel, your 10's cancel, and y equals 2. All right?
Whoa.
We're going to have to find a better base for this, guys. Yep. Or else I'm going to injure myself and won't be able to come back after Corona. All right, so obviously you see where we evaluated where there wasn't anything invisible, and then obviously here's with the 10 invisible. Okay? So far you haven't done anything new other than teaching you the common log is when we have the invisible base of 10. Now, what happens when we can't? All right, when we can't get the same base. All right, when we can't get the same base, which is the premise of the lesson today, we, call it the change of base formula. All right? So, when do I use the change of base formula? Well, I use it when I can't get the same base. All right? So, for example, if I were to give you example 1, class, solve log 2 of 7. And you're like, well, Mr. Mastella, there's no way I can get the base of 2 with the number 7. Obviously, you can't get that. So what we do is we teach you the log of base formula, which is very easy, which is, here is your formula, okay? And your formula is log b of x equals, we take the log of x and we divide by the log of b. Very easy, very simple. It's basically a good way to memorize it is, it's the upper divided by the lower. That's all you're doing. So, for example, if we were to solve this one, log 2 of 7, all we do is we take log of the top one and you divide it by the log of the bottom one. That is all we have to do, and then you would get your decimal answer. Okay, and basically I will allow you to leave it like that, but you can always divide log 7 divided by log 2 on your calculator, and you're going to get a decimal answer. When we get back from this hiatus, I will show you how to basically work with your log button, okay? Now, that's a very easy one. It doesn't get any harder than that. So, example 2, just to show you, log 7 of 43. What did I teach you? We always write the formula down. So it's going to be log b of x equals log x over log b. And what is it going to be? We got log, the top one, 43, divided by log 7. All right, and once again, you're going to get a decimal answer. All right, so pretty well, guys, that's what we have for today with the change of base formula. Obviously, evaluating, like I said, we did before the break. I think we must have worked on 2 days of evaluating. Okay. And just, I guess, so for homework tonight, what I want you to do, all right, we're going to do a little bit refresher from which you guys all have the notes, 2 days full of it. We probably went over in 2 days. We probably went over, I'm going to guess, 12 to 13 questions, all right. So what I want you to do is the first one, all right, here's your homework, okay. First one, obviously, we're just going to evaluate. All right, and with these evaluate, okay, we are going to obviously convert to exponential, all right, and solve. This was done before the break. So let's just do a few questions you did before the break, which won't take you long at all. B, 1 over 64. Don't forget the fraction. What happens with a fraction? Obviously, we bring it back on top and we make it negative. And then log 32 of 8. Let's not forget 32 and 8. You might have to change not one base, but change both bases. And then D, let's do a new one, which I taught you today, log of 10,000. You see no base, and obviously you know what base to put. All right, and then number 2, which number 2 won't take you longer than probably 3 minutes, a minute a question. All you got to do is put in your calculator. What I want you to do with number 2 is evaluate using the change of base formula. All right, using the change of base formula. Yeah, my writing doesn't get any better now that I'm home either, guys, so get used to it. So basically, change of base formula, which I just taught you. You're going to do log 6 of 16. You're going to do log 21 of 14. And last but not least, log 3 of 71. All right, so guys, basically, you got here, like I said, you're not going to get much more homework than you usually get when we're at school. This won't take you longer than 15 to 20 minutes. Every night it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to grade you every night. Please have it in by midnight. Okay? Make sure to watch this video before 3:30 so I can take attendance. Every night, same thing. Starting Monday, and we'll just keep going on day by day. 3:30, by 3:30, watch it. By midnight, basically, do your homework, take a picture, and put it on SB for me. And that is the only grade is your homework grade. So it's an easy A this semester as long as we show our homework and give it to me by midnight. All right? See you guys.